Todd, how disappointing was the 14-0 deficit right in the beginning?
It's tough to come back from a good team. You know, the winner of these games when we play them usually starts out fast. We started out fast in the past. They started out fast today, and you're not going to catch a team like that when you start out like that. And credit to them.
Todd, every week we talk about a special teams problem: block kicks, block punts. This looked like you ran through the A gap. Well, what's going on with that side of the phase?
That's something we'll figure out in the meetings. We'll look at the whole operation of how we're doing it, why we're doing it, and if we're doing it with the right people, and if we're doing it with the right scheme. So that's 3 weeks in a row something went wrong, and we'll get that fixed.
Is your punter getting the ball out fast enough? It seems like he's got a little bit of a slower wind-up with his kicks.
Like I said, we'll get all that fixed. There's a lot going on special teams-wise, and none of it's good.
What would you say about the fight of the team today, Todd, overall?
I mean, the fight, we're going to have that every week, but you can't fight and get behind the 8 ball against good teams and expect to win. So we're always going to have fight, and we just got to clean up mistakes now. It's getting to that point where we got to cut it down.
The second half defense was incredible. What was the difference? I mean, halftime adjustments, or just what was the difference?
Everybody doing their job, just discipline and doing their job.
Todd, you've gone 3 games with no turnovers offensively. To have the 2 there, some of that, I guess, is just trying to come back from a big deficit. What did you see on the 2 plays?
Obviously, you got to take better care of the ball. Baker will be the first one to tell you that. And then we can't have the fumble with Bucky. And then if you have to block punt for 7 points, that's 3 turnovers. So you're not going to beat the Super Bowl champs turning the ball over 3 times.
Coach, could you talk about Laughlin's 65-yard field goal, just sort of how impressive it is, especially for having multiple 55-plus yard field goals today?
I mean, he's come back from an early season slump, and he's been making some great kicks for us, and for him to hit that one was huge for us. We didn't know he had that in range. We thought he'd be close, but for him to hit that was big.
You had to have some chunk plays to get back in the game. Cam Johnson was able to do that with some punt returns. Can you speak to the job that he did today?
He got a big return for us in the second half. Like I said, we picked it up in the second half, but you can't get behind the 8 ball 14-0 and then expect to come back and win those type of ball games. But we did some good things. We understand that. We acknowledge that. But we're trying to win ball games here, so we got to be clean throughout.
Coach, I know it's a tough game, but can you talk about Chris Godwin's return to the field after such a long comeback?
It was just great to see him out there. It was a lift me up for everybody because Chris is one of the guys everybody likes, coaches and players. For him to be out there for his first time out, not having to go through training camp and everything, it was huge for us.
Todd, I know injuries are always going to be part of the game, but they're mounting, and it's almost like it's excessive on this team. You're wondering what's going on?
I mean, we had them last year too, so I mean, and like you said, it's part of the game. The next guy's got to step up, and we got guys on this team that make it for a reason, and we expect them to do their job when they go in there.
Is there any verdict on Hassan Reddick's injury?
Not at this time.
And no word on Gaines or Dean or Morrison for the
Not yet. No.
How impressed are you with Luka after another great game?
He does what he's been doing all along. He's doing everything he did in college. The mental part of it, when you're on the tough corner to match up against, they had some good battles, but he makes his plays and he continues to impress every week.
Todd, 3-1 in the first quarter on all the injuries that you've sustained. How do you feel about this team right now moving forward? What have they shown you? What are some of the positives, and what are you going to work on?
Like we said, number one, we're tough. We know we're tough. We're physically tough. We're mentally tough. We just got to be smarter. We got to be a smarter team, and we got to cut down on the errors. We got the first month out the way. Now those errors got to start to go down, and we can't beat ourselves.
What would you say about the pass protection overall, Todd, considering that you got a reshuffled offensive line?
We got to block better. I mean, they had some pressure back there. They got a good defensive line, but they battled, and we'll see exactly where the problems came from. But they battled and won some. We battled and won some. We got to win more than they win.
How do you feel Tristan Wirfs looked like his first game back?
It's competitive. I mean, I didn't sit there and watch him the whole way through. I'll go over the tape and see how he did, but I know he's one of our best fighters.
Okay.
Thank you.